how are you?
Yeah, pretty good, thanks. I've got Harry and also Sam on the call as well. Thanks for jumping on. We're really keen to meet with you and talk more about your profiles.
I know you're in South Yarra at the moment, and some comparables you sent were in Brunswick and St Kilda.
Yep.
Talk to me about your top suburb where you most like to be.
So this is I'm on 2 podcasts today. This is the first one, which is the Finance Bible. 2 guys who run a podcast on property, finance, investing, that sort of thing. Talking about the importance of owning property. And then also talking a bit about the business, my personal brand.
So my name is Emily Wallace. I'm a buyer's advocate based in Melbourne, and basically I only work on the buying side of real estate. So I help first and family home buyers to secure their next home. We don't do any investment purchases, just strictly home buying and home ownership, and we do that through having really good agent connections to make sure our clients are getting great access to properties, but also being advised as to the maximum price to pay for the property as well, so they're not overpaying in any situation.
There's a lot of, names and acronyms and terms that are thrown around that first home buyers just don't understand. The most common one, which I even got confused myself when I bought my first home, was conveyancer and surveyor. Those 2 things just sound the same, they're not the same. But starting at the start with your finance, so definitely getting a mortgage broker on board and assessing your financial requirements and putting it to a bank and getting a pre-approval is like the number 1 person, the first stop in my opinion.
Worth it though that you want to buy.
It doesn't look like he's going for options.
No, he doesn't. But just because of the way he said he's like, oh, but if it had this, I'd do it.
But otherwise, I'm chilling.
Oh, this looks good. Oh, that looks great. Where's that? 12 o'clock today is social media content, so I've got to make some TikToks. Mm-hmm. Then I've got a pre-discussion for International Women's Day panel at 12:30. Lunch is in my diary for 1. Then I've got a podcast at 1:30 for an hour. 3 o'clock discovery call. Then 3 other discovery calls up until 7:30 tonight. And I've got 2 clients I need to find properties for. And I've got to call council. So it's a big day. Tomorrow's looking a bit better. But yeah, today actually is a decent day. 2 podcasts, 4 discovery calls, and plenty of Zooms.
Adrian and Claire are our interstate clients. They had up to $700,000 to spend on specifically an older style 2-bedroom apartment, and they were looking in Richmond, Hawthorn East, and then some of the Stonington area as well. Settlement is coming up in a week's time, so a week prior to settlement we do a inspection just to make sure the apartment's still in the same condition as what we purchased it in. We also use this time to do any measurements, that type of thing, and yeah, 1 week out from settlement. What's unique about them is that they didn't actually see this apartment in person at all. They relied purely on our expertise and our walkthrough videos to make the decision, and we were able to purchase exactly what they were looking for off market.
Last week we started for Kate and Bianca. They had a big week, lots of properties coming through. It's funny, it's just a nice budget for what they're looking for, which is really refreshing. Quite often we're at the bottom end of what we need. It's a bit of a struggle, but they're getting lots of good options, a lot of variety, a lot of off market. So it's been good. Last week they had, I think it was about 5 or 6 options. I went through 3 on the weekend, and they wanted to see them all again this week. So Harry's gone through a few of them already, but they're on the right track.
Kind of here, but kind of not.
Kind of running.
Yeah.
So this is another podcast?
No, this is the meeting for International Women's Day.
Oh, sorry. This is the meeting for International Women's Day.
The podcast is at 1:30.
Yeah.
Join now. Might be 1 minute early even to my virtual meetings.
Be the MC for the day.
Yep.
And she'll host. But on the panel, the thinking was that we'd go with a focus on really that financial independence and success for women. We're thinking we'll have that as a panel discussion with a few questions that Sophie would initiate.
Sure. Education is kind of the undertone to everything that I do, and where I'm sort of being pulled to at the moment is in two parts. One is education to home buyers, which will always be there and always remain, but the other part is education for the industry. There's actually a real lack of go-to people or resources for buyers advocates across Australia, and people have often asked, can I pick your brain, can I have coffee with you? And I would love to do that, but the reality is I don't have that many hours in a day to do it. So I'm really wanting to explore how can I help the industry better themselves, have a benchmark for best practice, and help BAs to, I guess, elevate the profile of the industry as well. And there's quite a few plans I have in place as to how to do that, but that's really where I'm focusing my energy and time this year.
It's Wallace's first birthday today, so I'm on my way to go pick up some flowers for Emily to help her celebrate. We're going to meet in the office a little bit earlier than normal, so we're waiting there for Em with some flowers and a card and some chockies because she loves chocolate. And then we've got a lunch in the city to celebrate. So it's going to be a good day today. It's an awesome day weather-wise. Sun's out, vibes are high.